the rules so cold. I am so much excited. Welcome to this magic island.
Welcome to the Lydian world, the blockchain game where you can earn, learn, and have fun. 2022, the world has changed, the internet changed, and the rise of the blockchain changed the entire industry and forced us to rethink. Blockchain gaming became the day-to-day opportunity to generate income. Some chase the mining, while others are doing the trading. The pursuit of our unlimited incoming resources has begun. Whatever it takes, leaving behind the unknown and embracing the new technology, the new era, the Lydian world. Here, the unlimited income resources are waiting to be claimed, but not without our engagement. We are the driving force of the Lydian world. We are the Lydians. The strategy is entirely in our hands, and we can choose which citizenship to get in order to build a future for our beloved ones. Passionate about mining or in need of a crypto-friendly credit card, a highly active trader who needs extra guidance, a developer who wants to promote his project, or a society-educated gamer who aims to make profits out of his own NFT shop and enjoys the time gaps with the Telegram trivia. You are connecting to the Lydian world incoming resources. Every single action of more than already 350,000 citizens is distributing rewards into Lydian world. Every time a card is swiped, every time an NFT transfer is completed, while you play, even while you sleep, Lydian world rewards you. It continues with a new vision, but do you know what marks the success? Perseverance, imagining the unimagined, and above all, possessing your own piece of virtual land to transform a grand idea into a grand reality. Pick a land. Press a button. Up you go. Behold your decentralized property, built to stand the test of time. Open your own business and share it with the others. From outwards to the city center area, until zone by zone, the city is taken over by its citizens. Multiple digital businesses rise alongside. A new era of luxury, shopping arcades, medical offices. Throw open their doors to an unlimited era, the blockchain. But something is missing. The design of your building is a way to define your own business, where you can approach your own digital architect. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. After all, with the power to create and trade, whoever holds the land NFT shapes the city forever. So, what is your vision?
All right, greetings everyone. Glad that you could make it to this brand new Crypto Mornings brought to you by Far Money Network and New Millennium Bankers family. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Far Money Network. Make sure you subscribe to our team channel, New Millennium Bankers, and make sure you follow us on all social media platforms because we are bringing you news that you can use, and we're showing you what's going on in the banking world, what's going on in the world of finance, the United States economy, the world economy. We're showing you how to benefit and leverage cryptocurrency in the blockchain, in the metaverse for your benefit. So please make sure you support us on all social media platforms, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Support us everywhere because we're going to continue to give you this news, and we're going to continue to give you the news about the central banks. We're not going to let them get a pass, so that's why we're here. So family, today it is July the 27th. I had to look at my calendar. July the 27th, right? 2023. Now, July is almost over with. We got literally like 4 days left in this month. And what have you done to change your financial trajectory? Like, we in the 7th month. We're finna be in August. This year is almost done. We're more than halfway done. We're 7 months into the new year. What have you done? While people are getting richer, while people are benefiting, especially from the system that we are bringing, Gold Standard Bank, people are getting richer, people are getting freer, people buying cars, homes, they're living their life because that's what Far Money, that's what we all about. So we're happy to see people winning on this level right now. But what have you done? Talking to you. That's going to change your financial trajectory, where your time will come when you will be able to get the new home, the new house. I just do more stuff and be more free to travel or do whatever. All right. When is that going to happen? All right. So we provide this for you. But this topic right here is very important because it's saying that a $5.5 trillion savings wipeout. That's what it's saying. Now, we're going to get into the article. We're going to get into it from Insider. But before we do that, we're going to also take a look at the United States debt clock to see what's the national debt, what's the total debt of America. But before we do that, we want to take a look at the cryptocurrency market cap, because this is Crypto Morning. All right. So the cryptocurrency market cap is $1,190 billion market cap. And it is up 0.91% over the last day. And let's take a look at some of the top cryptos on the market. Bitcoin is trading at $29,413.80. Bitcoin is down 1.72% in the last 7 days. Ethereum is trading at $1,872.11. Over the last 7 days, Ethereum is down 1.73%. XRP has slid into the 4th spot, the 3rd spot when it deals with utility coins, and it is trading at 71 cents. And over the last 7 days, it is down nearly 11%. Binance BNB coming in the 5th spot is trading at $241.15, and it's down 0.31% over the last 7 days. And we have to look at our coin, the G999 coin. Oh, the G999 coin is over 0.4 of a penny, and it's up 1.85% right now as we speak. But let me cross-reference that to make sure that is accurate. That is about right. We got it at, let me see what they got it at. 1.83, yeah, that's right. That's about right. So CoinMarketCap got that right. Our market cap, however, is $49,976,270.21. as of right now. So the coin is doing tremendous. It has a high of today of 0.0446, nearly 5/10 of a penny, nearly a half a penny. All right. So let's get into the article. Now, this article, like I said, is coming from Insider. Shout out to my brothers, New Millennium Bankers, Jihad Muhammad and Kadar Muhammad, for providing this article to the team. So I felt like there was something that we needed to bring to the world. So that's what they do. They find articles like this and they send them to our group, or they send them to me, and I make live streams out of them. Okay, a $5.5 trillion saving wipeout is raising risk for the United States economy. Now, we're going to get into this because remember, these articles are always kind of like twofold. You know, sometimes they right, sometimes they be, you know, they have a different perspective of on the outlook. So he's saying trouble for the United States economy. The economy is already in trouble. But anyway, United States personal savings have collapsed by $5.5 trillion since April 2020. That's in 3 years. Spelling trouble for the United States economy. So people are waking up and they are not saving in traditional instruments, and they're not saving their money in the banks. $5.5 trillion have been moved outside of the banking system. Where is it going? Historically, high inflation has been the key reason for the decline in American consumers' cash reserves. With the return of student loan bills, savings and spending levels could worsen. The United States economy has held up remarkably well this year, defying recession predictions, thanks in part to Americans' pandemic-era savings that have cushioned consumer spending. But that support is now running low. Americans' personal savings have collapsed by an eye-watering $5.5 trillion since April 2020, thanks to soaring inflation, according to barchart.com, and that could spell trouble for the economy. Such reserves have now fallen to levels lower than before COVID-19, the financial data provider said in a tweet. All right. Now, United States household savings surged during the pandemic, sparked by government stimulus checks and a drop in in-person spending. That cash power has boosted consumer spending ever since the COVID restrictions were relaxed, supporting the economy even as the Federal Reserve raised interest rates steadily since late spring. Now what that means is, family, that the stimulus checks was a prop up. This is what they're showing, if we could read between the lines. The stimulus checks was a prop up. It didn't really, the economy really wasn't doing good. They produced a lot of fake more money, and they gave everybody $1,200 or whatever, and they gave the big corporations billions of dollars, while they gave us, the average taxpayer, just $1,200. Remember, the big corporations like the Amazons and the Facebooks and the Teslas and those type of companies, they got billions of dollars of the stimulus check. Billions. All right. And this is we know this. However, it was all a prop up for the economy, because you see now, 3 years later, $5.5 trillion has mysteriously vanished, and they don't know where it's at. But historically, high inflation in the United States since mid-2021 has eating into the savings as prices of everything from energy to food surge. Inflation hit a 40-year high of 9.1% in mid-2022, but has since slowed to 3% as of last month. thanks to the Federal Reserve aggressive rate hikes. So the Federal Reserve they're causing the problem, and they claim to be doing work on the problem, but they're just making it worse. That's what it's saying. I didn't write the article, but that's what it's saying. Thanks to the Federal Reserve aggressively raising the rates on the dollar. So it's causing more inflation. So people don't want to say the banks don't want the money in there no more. They want it out. All right. The United States Central Bank has increased benchmark borrowing costs by 500 basis points since early 2022 in a bid to bring inflation down to its 2% target. So they want to bring inflation down to 2%. Now, but remember, mid last year, it hit 9.1%. It's inflation. That means our purchasing power is going down fast. But they want to get it to 2%. They don't want to get it to 0. They want to get it to 2%. That's the target. So what is this saying, family? What am I saying? Or what should we be seeing in this? What should we get out of this? All right, we're going to get to that. Billionaire investor Bill Gross recently weighed in on falling consumer savings level, warning that Americans could run out of their pandemic savings later this year, paving the way for a recession. Also adding pressure on the United States economy is the return of student loan bills, which could cut both consumer savings and spending levels. A new report from Oxford Economics forecasts United States consumer spending could fall by more than $100 billion a year as student loan payments kick in, lifting the odds of an economic downturn. Now, family, what we got to understand about this, now all this stuff they be talking about, bitch point 500, you don't have to know all that stuff. I was just thinking about that stuff before I was doing the stream. I was like, they have a lot of terms, yields and bench points and CFI and all these old different terminologies that to really understand this system, you don't have to know those words. You just have to know some basic stuff. Like, what does yield mean? What do rates mean? What does that mean to the dollar? You just got to know some basic stuff because it's real simple. But they just use bigger terms and bench points and this and that to throw everybody off. So you look at it like, oh man, this is kind of complicated. What does all this mean? I got to learn all of this. So we don't really have the time to learn all this, and they know this, but it don't even really need to be learned. If you just listen to more people that's supposed to be economics that deal with this and deal with what's really happening with the Federal Reserve and the inflation in America, then you will get an understanding on what they're saying. Some of those terminology, they're just terms. They're really irrelevant to you understanding how this money system works. All right. The money system works by credit and debt and credit. That's what's upholding this system. It's that simple. It's no more complicated than that. All right. This system is upheld by credit and debt. It's that simple. Now, let me prove that to you, though. So let's go to our next slide. And let's go over here to the United States debt clock. Whoa. Well, what you look at here? This is the United States debt clock in actual time. Now, I want everybody to get a picture of this. You should screenshot this. I just go to their website. They got this on record. www.usdebtclock.org. Go here and look at this for yourself. Now, if you think that this is going to hold up, we in for a rude awakening. Well, brother, crypto ain't, hey, listen. I never said crypto was the end all be all. However, how can you survive in an economy like this if your money is not working? Because obviously the money is working for somebody. Look at the debt clock. Look at the national debt. Let's deal with the national debt, okay? Now check this out. This is the national debt. 32 trillion with a T, 662 billion, 44 million, and it's going to go up some millions while we on here. Every time we show the debt clock, I always say that because it's running in real time. But these are just really digits in the database. It's not $32 trillion worth of dollars floating around in physical dollars floating around in the world. So the economy has been on a digital system. It's been operating like this when they came out with the debit cards and the credit cards. This economy, this monetary system been on a digital system. But you afraid of cryptocurrency. Okay. But we want to help educate you about cryptocurrency. See, the difference with this and cryptocurrency is this is digital. Cryptocurrency is digital. However, cryptocurrency works on consensus. Cryptocurrency operates over the blockchain. Cryptocurrency gives you the power to do what you need to do or whatever you want to do with your own money. Rightfully so. All right. Rightfully so. This should be something that we should want control of our own money, right? But this economy cannot survive. There's no possible way that they can fix this. I'm going to say that this ain't doom and gloom, though. Don't y'all get it twisted. This is not doom and gloom. But I want y'all to understand that's not a logical, that's not a possible way for this economy to survive. It's impossible. Right? It can't happen. Not with no $32.6 trillion national debt. But who does that debt go to? It goes to those same bankers that created this problem. And this is why the economy is failing, and this is why America is going down. I know you love America. I know we love America. It's the land of the free, but you can't say what you want to say. You can't buy what you want to buy. You can't do what you want to do in America, but you say in the land of the free. With all these regulations and all these restrictions, the average person in America walking around scared of the government, scared of the police, scared of the FBI, scared of the IRS. They scared. They're in fear. So it really ain't the land of the free, because if you fearful of something, it restricts your will. But anyway, let's move on. The United States federal spending, 6.2, nearly $6.3 trillion. But the United States budget deficit is 1.5 trillion, nearly 1.6. But then it says actual spending down here blurred out, 6.4 trillion, and actual Federal Reserve budget actual is nearly 1.7. What does that mean? Well, this is what they say they spending, official, but here's what they actually are spending. So they're actually spending about $2 billion over what they actually supposed to be spending. So the deficit is almost $2 billion over what it's supposed to be. That's what it means. All right, now check it out. It gets better though. It gets better or worse. Now we go down a little bit. Hold up. United States total debt. That's the national debt. The national debt is what the so-called citizens owe the bankers. That's the national debt. So we, me, you, taxpayer, anybody with a social security number, you owe 32.6, or we owe $32.6 trillion to the bankers. And they are never collecting any principal. Taxes only pays interest. That's why the debt just continue to go up. All right, that's why the debt continue to go. This is very significant if you understand the finances and money and you're understanding where this is going to go, what we should be looking for, right? We should be looking for the dollar to fall at any day now. Any day now, we can be looking for the dollar to tank completely. It's any day. Could be today, could be next year, could be 2-3 years from now, but it's any day now. Nobody knows the time, but it's going to happen. And it's going to happen in this lifetime, in this decade. It will happen. You will not be using dollars. Dollars will not be the number one reserve currency past 2030. So if you make it, if we survive to 2030, we will have another number one currency for the planet, and it won't be dollars. I'm sorry. It won't be dollars. America will no longer be the number one superpower government in the world. All you got to do is pay attention to the signs. You got to listen to me. Just keep living. Because you're going to see that everything that you are hearing from me is true. This cannot survive. It's 100. Listen to the debt. Oh my goodness. Look at the total debt. The total debt. So the national debt, I'm gonna break it down so we can understand what's the difference between the national debt and the total debt. The national debt is what the citizens, everybody with a social security number, owes to the bankers. Okay? That's $32.62 trillion. Okay? That's what that is. That's what we owe. That's why I got debt per citizen, debt per taxpayer. A citizen is anybody with a social security number. Okay? That's how they incorporate you. So you owe $97,457. If you're a taxpayer, you owe even more, $253,686. So the wealth for the next 10, 20 years, next 30 years has already been sold and paid out to the bankers. This is significant if we just stop to think. Stop to think. This is why we tell you in Forward Money Network, this is why other wealthy people and other people with financial platforms on social media tell you what, do not work for dollars. Do not trade your time for dollars. You got to find another way to make money. Why, if this is the debt and this is going to fall, why would you trade your life energy for dollars? Why would you take the time out to actually, you should be, if you work a job, cool. But your mind, your mentality while you on that job should be every day you go, get up and go while you on the job, I got to get free from this. Some kind of way. I got to find a way out of this. I could not give my life for a system that is failing and that is robbing my future generations of their wealth and prosperity. That's what it's doing. Okay, so let's move on. So the national debt is what every citizen with a social security number owes. The total debt is that 32.6 trillion plus nearly another 70 trillion that is owed out to other nations. It's listen to the total debt of American family. 101 trillion 508 billion 770 million, and that total debt is running faster than the national debt. Let me read that one more time. 101 trillion 508 billion dollars is the total debt of America. If America's in debt $101 trillion, how can this kingdom stand? How can it stand? This is just something we want to just get y'all to think. But remember, as an economic system falls, there's always going to be economic systems rising. Remember, it's always the yin and the yang, the positive and the negative. All right, this is negative, but where's the positive? Where's the positive? What's up and coming? Well, cryptocurrency, blockchain, up and coming. Web 3, metaverse, this is up and coming. All right, You got the BRICS nations doing their thing. That's something up and coming. Because the new currency and the new monetary system is not going to be ran like this. So anything the central banks try to do, that's why I'm not worried about Fed now. I'm not worried about CBDC coin. Why? Because anything they try to come out with, it will not work. It's going to fail. All we got to do is just stay the course. But it's going to fail. Their power is over. We at an end. But you and me are at a crossroad on what we're going to do while the dollar still has a little value left. It's still the #1 reserve currency as of today. So what are we going to do with the dollars that we are making, or do with the dollars that we got saved up? Because if you get caught holding that bag, you're going to be caught holding that bag. Believe that. And it's not going to be a good day for you. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in. We hope y'all got good value out of this, good content, good value, something that you could use, something that you can learn about. But this is very important. So don't take this stream lightly. Get this video, share it out to people. Let people see that we have a problem, but it is a solution on the scene. Now, Far Money Network, New Millennium Bankers, we are plugging you. We like to plug. That will plug you into that system. That is a solution to this. All right? Not saying that it's going to be the end-all, be-all. However, what we're doing is more value over here to park some of your cash over here with us in crypto and let us give you weekly crypto rewards. Get back with the person that shared this with you and let them know that you are ready to get in and say, hey, man, what that brother was talking about, I don't know, but I'm interested. I want to see it. I want to see what he was talking about. So get with them. Let them know, family, that you're ready to get started and you're ready for the solution to this. Because what we don't do is bring a problem without providing a solution. With that being said, family,